5 billion people died in 1996 and 1997. Almost the entire population of the world. Only about 1% of us survived. Are you going to save us, Mr. Cole? How can I save you? This already happened. I can't save you, nobody can. I am simply trying to gather information to help the people in the present trace the path of the virus.
I grab the mic and start dropping topics. It's the art for dodger robbing pockets. The forgotten prophet, spitting a lost logic. Got a short fuse similar to bottle rockets. Overthrowing the Oval Office with social conscience. My slogan's the post tyrants, the most violent. Government watch list, cause I wrote the code of silence. Beneath the smoking sirens, they're selling drugs and weapons. With nuclear missiles that could end the world in seconds. That's the world that you enter from your front door. It's blood sport, we love war, the world is an uproar. Terrorism and poverty on the television. George Bush trying to perform the Earth's exorcism. A lost planet, more obsessed with diet pills than the millions of children every year that diarrhea kills. I feel lost like Goldilocks in the forest, but every bowl of porridge I taste is cold and horrid. It's rising in the east and it's setting in the west. There's men running round with bombs on their chest. I'm trying my best, but the world is depressed. We swallow pills to ignore the war on our steps. It's rising in the east and it's setting in the west. There's men running round with bombs on their chest. I'm trying my best, but the world is depressed. We swallow pills to ignore the war on our steps. The juggernaut, cross swords, end up a corpse. Speak in the cold, composed up of ones and noughts. Verbal thunderstorm, I lost sanity. Mick and Mallory, graphically depict reality. I spit for morality, not for my own vanity. I split you mathematically, the rap Butch Cassidy. With mics drawn and a belly full of fantasy. You feel my presence like the pull of gravity. Verbal tapestry, words weaved into fabric. Intravenous, like the needs up and out they squeeze in the track till it bleeds into static. The tactic arachnid, my web is galactic. The fact is, I capture your life in the caption. I rise into action and slice up your faction. The mic maverick, sink in your battleship. Tune into the revolution as we establish it. And it's setting in the west. There's men running round with bombs on their chest. I'm trying my best, but the world is depressed. We swallow pills to ignore the war on our steps. It's rising in the east and it's setting in the west. There's men running round with bombs on their chest. I'm trying my best, but the world is depressed. We swallow pills to ignore the war on our steps. It's rising in the east and it's setting in the west. There's men running round with bombs on their chest. I'm trying my best, but the world is depressed. We swallow pills to ignore the war on our steps. It's rising in the east and it's setting in the west. There's men running round with bombs on their chest. I'm trying my best, but the world is depressed. We swallow pills to ignore the war on our steps.
Maybe the human race deserves to be wiped out.
Simon Goldberg. I've got an appointment to see Darren, the manager, at 2 o'clock.
I believe he's at the other branch.
Well, I wish I'd bought the little card that was written out for me then. I saw the young lady, in fact you were behind the tills on the day, I remember you.
Oh,
and I spoke to the young lady.
Bianca, wasn't you?
That's right. And she wrote out a little card, 2 o'clock for today, this location.
Let me check, I could be wrong, but last time, because he was here and I think he's popped down there, but I'll double check for you, and if he is, I'll give him a call.
Yeah, I'm happy to wait. Thanks. What, I'm full on time.
Yeah, he's on his way, he just got caught up with the other branch, but he says just at the bridge, just half out.
Oh, right, yeah, no worries. Cheers. Okay. Hiya, is it Darren?
Hello, you okay?
Yeah, not too bad.
Okay, do you want to come up?
Yeah, I've got my sisters with me. Is it a big office or?
Not really, no.
Oh, right, okay.
We'll fit in, it's fine. I've got someone up there as well, so we're not going to be long.
Okay.
My apologies, I'm late.
No worries.
I'll stuck it in a branch.
Yeah, I think so. I think we can. They said it's not too big, but it's just that last time, I'll explain in a second, but last time something happened which shouldn't have done, and I just want to make sure it doesn't happen again. It wasn't here, it was at Rayleigh.
Louise? Can we do your
You alright?
Yeah, you're right, yeah, smoothness.
That's alright. Sorry to be a pain.
Yeah, that's fine, it's not back on the news. I haven't got enough chairs, I've got for everyone.
That's alright. A few people okay? Yeah, you okay to stand? The only reason I'm doing this is last time I was assaulted at Rayleigh office and the CCTV footage had disappeared, so I just want to make sure you're not going to do me over. I don't think you are, just in case. No, that's cool. I don't mind it sees the screen.
Okay.
You alright standing, Bev? You just want to sit down?
You sit down.
All of us in here.
Hey, come and sit down. Take the weight off your feet.
You go on, Bev.
To be fair, we're not going to be too long, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How much time have you had?
Not bad, you and you.
Yeah.
This is Martin, he's also going to be doing, by the sounds of it, similar to what you lot are doing.
Standing up.
Can I just start? I did try to call you on your mobile a couple of times yesterday.
Oh, right,
I left
okay.
a couple of voicemails.
Ah, right. My voicemail doesn't work on the mobile,
Okay.
so sorry.
The reason I phoned you was for 2 reasons. The first reason was I didn't want you to come in today,
Right, okay. You want
which I can do.
Right, okay.
So,
What do you mean there's not much you can do?
your complaint has already been dealt with.
No, it's not.
Can we put the camera away, please?
Oh, no, don't film it, Astrid. That's cool, that's cool. No, sorry, sorry, before we start, obviously I don't even know your surname.
My name's Darren Bryn, I'll give you my card.
Sorry, Darren Bryn?
Grenfell. I'll give you my card.
Right. Well, see, the problem is, Darren, I appreciate you saying there's not too much you can do, it's being dealt with. It isn't being dealt with.
Okay.
Okay, and...
Just let me stop you there. I'm
sure.
sorry if I don't want to come across, but you've already dealt with it. I understand the situation.
No, it hasn't been dealt with.
Okay. But you've been given the right avenues to deal with.
No, I've been denied the right avenues according to your contract of employment.
Can I just stop you there?
Yep.
I am not going to get into any conversation regarding this complaint today, so you can get as much paperwork out, as much books as you want out. I'm not going to discuss it in any way, shape or form.
Okay, the only reason I brought this, Bianca asked me to bring it.
I get that, but what I'm saying is the reason I phoned you
Right.
to say don't come in,
Right.
there's absolutely nothing I can discuss in any way, shape or form.
So, right, okay, so can I just clarify then? I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is that your decision, or is that someone else's
That's
decision?
mine and the company's decision.
Well, the company's a piece of paper, isn't it? It's an certificate of incorporation. So you didn't...
I'm not getting into any legal
No.
or anything like that. I'm not discussing it in any way, shape or form.
And that's your decision.
Avenues to go down.
That's your decision?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So all I want to say to you then is this then, Darren, just so that you're aware.
Yeah.
You know that you've just violated your own contract of employment,
Yeah.
right? Page 26 of your handbook.
Okay. No problems.
You're no problem with that. Okay.
All right.
Well, there's not much I can do then, is
No
there?
problem at all. You've got the right avenues. You've been given the details by the Ombudsman and our complaints team. You're more than happy to go down them departments and speak
Right.
to them
Darren,
if you wish to do so.
With all due respect, though, the reason that I brought this stuff in is that I've had absolutely zero success. I have more than 10 complaints with more than 30 questions which have not been answered by Santander staff, because Santander can't answer it because Santander's a certificate of incorporation. It's the staff that have to do the jobs, right? So if I'm not getting answers from Santander staff, and if the Ombudsman Service are not answering one question, which they haven't, what am I supposed to do?
Okay, and I will certainly pass your complaint on to my complaints team and ask someone to call you from there, but I'm not in a position to discuss it in any way, shape or form, which is why I phoned you, because I appreciate,
that's fair enough.
from my point of view, I didn't want you to come all the way down here
for
me to tell you that, so I did leave 2 voicemails to say, look,
I haven't got voicemail on my sorry, it doesn't work. Okay, well,
nobody in this bank that can help with this situation?
No, I'm not saying that, but you've obviously been given those details of the people you can.
No, I haven't, because
in which case, I will quite happily try and find out who it is that you need to speak to and ask them to give you a call.
Great. Can I direct you then to get someone from, on your staff handbook, page 26, the section regarding fraud, where it states that you as a member of staff have a duty to protect me as a customer.
I'm not getting into any of that.
No, you don't have to, but that's what's in your staff handbook, because I've got a copy if you need it.
No, that's fine, I don't need that.
It's on there for you if you want it.
No.
Okay, you don't want it, that's cool, I'm sure you've got a copy on there. But the only thing I would say then is that if you could kindly pass that through to your internal fraud department, there's 2 numbers on your staff handbook.
Yeah.
Because complaints team are unqualified. The staff are unqualified.
I need to get a tissue because I'm so hot in here with all these people.
Yeah, sure.
Sweating.
Yeah. Feeling the heat, Martin. Sorry, Martin, just for reference, what's your surname, sir?
Collins.
Collins.
Sweat as it is.
Well, is it possible to leave you the questions to pass up to head office then?
You can leave me whatever you'd like to leave me, sir. I mean, I'm more than happy to pass whatever you need me to pass on. And I'd already made phone calls before you came in.
Sorry?
I'd already made some phone calls regarding this issue because I can see everything on your account to try and sort this out before you come in, but obviously didn't get anywhere. So I'm more than happy pass whatever you want me to pass on. However,
I just want to speak to someone
can't comment in terms of who's going to respond, what's going to come back, or anything like that.
That's fair play.
You probably found out on the last 10 occasions when you've tried to go through it.
Oh, believe me, I can't get anyone to answer anything.
Yeah.
However, what you're probably aware, I don't know if you're aware, but Santander have been cited, I can't remember the guy's name, but it was in the meeting following the Barclays debacle in the Houses of Commons, where George Osborne was being questioned about the split setup with the PRA and the FCA, and he was and it was cited in the Commons that various banks are criminals. Godfrey Bloom cited Santander. Okay, you've had all the drugs dealing at HSBC, the manipulation of LIBOR with Barclays, RBS staff, 3 of them, lending money to terrorist cells under nominee accounts. So you've got all this stuff going on. Now, I'm not saying you're an arch criminal, right? You seem all right to me.
Yes.
However, you work here, I don't.
Yeah.
So, only someone that works here can get me the answers.
Yeah.
Right. If you can put me in contact with the guy or the girl that can get me the answers, brilliant.
I will make as many phone calls and as contacts as I possibly can.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'll get the answers, but again, I will call you by the end of the day today to see what response I get.
Can you? Oh, that's your mobile, right? Okay.
That's the mobile I've called you from a couple of times.
Okay. If I don't recognise numbers, I don't answer because I get inundated.
So I will call you before 5 o'clock this evening to see how I get on, and I will call you again tomorrow. But I'm off after tomorrow.
All right. Okay. That's cool.
Okay. Apart from that, did you want to leave that paperwork with the questions?
Well, let me read them out because I've got it's my rubbish handwriting, so I just made some notes. If I can read these out to you, and then that'll be great. Okay.
Go ahead.
Right, so question number 1. I've got an email here from Stephen Green, member of staff at Rayleigh, who admitted touching me in the branch. Can I just clarify, I did ask this question to Sonia Porter at Milton Keynes. She promised me an answer.
Oh, sorry?
Sonia Porter, with an IA, I believe it is. Sonia Porter. She was copied into that email from Stephen Green originally, and she was going to answer the question, under what circumstances can a member of staff decide to touch me up and where? I've not had an answer to that question. Now, as far as I'm concerned, he slapped me on the arm, but the CCTV footage disappeared 7 days before it was due to. Now, I've got your own data subject access request if you need to see a copy of it. It's 31 days from the date of filming, but you're supposed to keep it in branch.
Go ahead.
So that was the first question. So when and where can staff touch me? That's that question. The second thing is, according to your own corporate website, I've got the printouts with me, if you do need to see them.
No.
According to your own website, Santander does not own the mortgage account. It's owned by a special purpose vehicle. So can I just ask, why are Santander on the land registry and why is the SPV not? That's something which, again, I've got it on this USB if you wanted it. Carmel Butler MP has highlighted this. It was submitted recently to the Treasury Committee regarding special purpose vehicles and securitisation.
It's fine.
Okay. Right, this would solve all of it. If we can ever get the answer to this, this would solve everything. Okay. And I would skip merrily down the street with joy if I can get the answer to this one. Can I please have the name of the member of staff who has first-hand material knowledge of a material monetary loss in the granting of this loan?
Name of staff member
who has first-hand material knowledge of a material monetary loss incurred by the bank. Because the reason that I've been asking questions is I suspect there's been some accounting manipulation going on. The third question is, the fourth question, sorry, tell a lie. Fourth question is regarding the mortgage indemnity guarantee, which I paid £3,840 for. £3,840. It was described as a higher lending charge, but I was told that the higher lending charge had to be paid at the beginning in order to cover for the mortgage indemnity guarantee. This is something which has gone to the Financial Ombudsman, but the Ombudsman has never seen the policy. And it's my understanding that after 90-day arrear, that mortgage indemnity guarantee pays off an account that's in arrear. Okay. So I'd like that verified, and I'd like the name of the member of staff who verified either way, whether that does or does not say that on the policy, not on a piece of paper typed up by someone. I'm talking about the policy.
One question?
Yeah.
You're going through these 5 questions here,
I've
6 questions.
About 8 or something.
I'm guessing these 6 questions have already been asked.
I've not had
to think that
if they
complaints and not one of these have been raised.
Oh, I've raised some of these and I've not actually had answers. I've been promised answers, and I could bore you with all the ins and outs of it, but you're probably best starting from scratch. In the mortgage, it used to be section 28.1 on your terms and conditions. It states there's a power of attorney.
Mortgage section
28.1, but in your 2005-2006 terms and conditions it switched to section 29.1, and it states categorically that an irrevocable power of attorney was granted to someone unknown operating for at Santander. So I want to know who has control of that, because so far no one's in fact I haven't even actually had the answer to the question, is there a power of attorney? I've been told no twice, but it's in your mortgage terms and conditions. So that's 2 members of staff blatantly lying there to me. I've been told that the mortgage deed has been destroyed, and the original mortgage deed, now bearing in mind the original mortgage deed is defined as a security, there's an offence for the destruction of concealment or destruction of securities which carries a 7-year imprisonment. So I'd like to know who, the name of, authorised and actually actioned the destruction of the mortgage deed, because whoever did is now liable to prosecution by me for up to 7 years imprisonment, because that is evidence of the obligation, right? The CCTV footage, am I correct in stating, as has been told to me by some of your ex-colleagues, branch managers, that each desk has a panic button in case a customer gets out of hand and turns into, I don't know, psycho axe murderer or something, but also that the CCTV footage is maintained for 31 days. And I'd like to know why the CCTV footage at Rayleigh, branch 150, disappeared after 24 days, and why no hard copy of the incident was sent to head office, as is your policy apparently, and why no hard copy appears...
24 days?
Yep. And why no hard copy was downloaded to your head office servers, as I've been informed is the usual practice. So apparently your CCTV downstairs, from what I've been told, could be complete baloney, but according to colleagues I've spoken to, yours, apparently all the CCTV automatically downloads to your machine, but also to head office servers, and each month a 5-minute slot of the major incident that month has to be sent to head office. Now if that's the case, the footage of me being assaulted in Rayleigh branch should still exist, but I've faced a wall of silence which does not, that's that one. Then where are we? Yes, in light of the fact that I started withholding payment because I wasn't getting any answers, so after 4 years of asking questions and batting my head against a brick wall, I decided to withhold payment. The only reason I withheld payment was because I wasn't getting any answers. And bearing in mind you guys are driven to do better, I was looking to have all those charges and related interest charges reimbursed to the account, because I don't see why I should be charged, because staff are not answering questions. And if that's not possible, can I kindly have a bill, an itemised bill, as to how the £40 in each instance was accumulated and accounted for? Okay? Because I'm happy to play ball with Santander, but at the end of the day, if I can't get questions from people that work for Santander, obviously I don't know the answers. Well, I believe I do, but I can't get actual answers from Santander staff. And when I say an answer, this is what I mean, Darren, right? If you ask me the time, and I say to you, what's the time? Yeah, third road on the right, number 11.
Yeah.
That's an answer, but it doesn't answer the time, does it?
Nope.
Right? Right, that's what I've experienced.
Okay.
So I get an answer, but I don't get an answer answering the question that I've asked.
What questions have you asked? These ones?
These.
Okay.
And I don't get answers.
Okay.
Alright, so if I can leave those with you,
yeah.
Okay, if I can please have an answer, yeah, that's it for now.
Okay.
Lovely.
Thank you very much.
That's okay.
Thank you for bringing all your harem with you.
I expect to pass through this world but once, and any good thing, therefore, that I can do, or any kindness that I can show to any fellow creature, let me do it now. Let me not suffer or neglect it, for I shall not pass this way again. I seek to educate till the end of my days, until the human race admit we descended from apes, till we know Bush was never president of the States, till our arsenal of nuclear weapons erased, till the third world's global debt is repaid by the companies that profit from the spreading of AIDS, and the government sustained by the sweat of a slave, and they provide contraception at acceptable age, till the UK raise the minimum wage. I'll speak truth to the youth and fill them with rage. I'll bring war with the pen till blood spill on the page. Militant days till the phrase mob is chilling in Spain, till every DJ is spinning my plates. I'ma grind like your teeth when you're pilling with mates. A million mass graves, kids killing their classmates. I'm still in the rat race of building a fan base, spitting a rampage, military campaign, a biblical landscape, political mandates and sinister handshakes. This misery's man-made, where unborn children just live to contract AIDS, and people are crack slaves, the evil just cascades. Even religion believe these are the last days. I write the facts plain, the light to black fades, the cipher derived from the life in these veins. We got youths and hoodlums fighting on the streets like Jews and Muslims, dying over peace while a widow wife cries herself to sleep. The society of greed bleeds silently as far as the eye can see. I believe that life is beautiful, a musical of poetry composed by a juvenile. The youth is full of anger and hate, and I stand on the break of a plan to create a movement to separate man from the ape. But they stamp on my face every chance that they take, a cancerous plague in the land of the great, where every day a woman's manhandled or raped, and the ransom is paid for the freedom of speech, as we dream of a peace where our leaders can cease to deceive through their teeth. Practice what they preach while you're sleeping at peace. Iraq's under siege, the tracks of the beast lead me to the soapbox, cause people get shot throwing rocks at roadblocks. Now they're sending letter bombs through your postbox, while old women pump their face full of Botox. Are we so lost? Is this what it's come to? I speak to reach the decent among you. This evil is untrue, these demons just must lose. I'll never stop believing that love will come through.